What's going on, guys? Today we're going to take a little bit of time working on the old Nova. It's been a while, unfortunately. I've been kind of busy with working on other projects, so kind of decided I'm going to start taking Sundays for myself. That's like the only day I have off work, kind of, sort of. So, going to be doing that. Going to be working on my stuff on Sundays. So, we're going to work on the Nova today. I got a few things I need to do. Obviously, replace my racing fuel cell there. I got a shifter cable in it, and I got one more thing I got to do. Don't remember what that is, but we'll figure it out as we go. So, that being said, let's get this thing fired up and back it all the way up the driveway because I don't have a shifter cable in it. So, we'll start there. Well, we've run into our first obstacle, but that shouldn't be too bad. I just got to drag an airline out here. Way out here. That's not good. There we go. Perfect. So, since we don't have a shifter cable, let's make sure there's no snakes under there first. Put her in reverse the old manual way. Feel around till something bites us. And then put it in gear. Why is this way harder than it normally is? Oop, going the wrong way. There we have it. So obstacle number 2, the battery cable's looking pretty rough on this thing. May or may not start. We're about to find out. Got a fuel pump. It's a good sign. I don't think we'll need a fan for a little bit that we're going. Dash lights, that's always good. Oh, baby, come on. Woo, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's Chevrolet for you. If it was a Ford, it wouldn't have done that. Alright, we're going to try and roll with it. Got like a 1/16 of a tank of gas. Can't see nothing out of the back window. And we'll let you guys hang out a little bit. I'll get this thing back around because I literally can't. That's what I'm looking at, in case you were wondering. I'll get back with you. Well, managed to get up to the house. No big issues. Made it all the way up here on about that much fuel. Kind of surprised. Figured I'd totally run out in the middle of the road. That would not be fun. But as you can see, that back window is pretty bad, so we'll add that on our list of things to do too. So I'm gonna get started on the shifter cable because it's kind of the biggest pain in the butt right now, having to crawl under it, and it only gets worse as it heats up. So yeah, we're gonna get that functional. Plus, it's got a cool ratchet shifter, so why not? So I'm gonna get jacked up, crawl under there, and put my new cable in because I've already pulled the old cable out. That way I can get a measurement. Never got a pair of matching jack stands, I swear. So here's kind of what we're looking at. There's our shifter linkage, and there used to be a bracket right here. Totally forgot where that is, so that'll be fun. So now we get to play the fun part of where is everything that's been taken apart for months and months on end now. Found my shifter cable, which is a good thing. It's been sitting at the top of my toolbox this whole time. Had to extract a broken bolt off of there, then kind of modify it to fit. We got that taken care of. As you've seen, I crawled under there. The bracket's gone. Couldn't think where that was. Figured it'd be my toolbox down at the shop. It's not. Then I thought to myself, this thing's basically a rolling toolbox. Trunk's full of tools. Cabin's kind of full of tools. Passenger side floorboard. Booyah! Stuff will always be where you leave it as long as you don't have kids. And speaking of putting stuff where you need it to be, when you take stuff apart, put the bolt back in. I am very good at this. Chad was not very good at that. So now I gotta find bolts for like literally everything in this car. Now that we found a bracket, which way does it go? I guess it can kind of only go one way. And that will have to work. Cool. Alright. Now, what do we do from here? Do we go from the top or do we go from the bottom? Let's see. So as previously discovered, this thing can go one of two ways. So it's guaranteed I will choose the wrong way the first time. As a matter of fact, it is 100% guarantee. Now I'm looking at the rub marks. Yep, called that one. So we'll take it apart under the car and run it the right way. How about that? You ever get used to just being so wrong that you already know? Alright, we're going to try going through the top first. Yep, I'm actually totally glad I did that, because there's a big old bracket on the other side, and that would have caused a problem. So that should go this way now. Put our nut on there, put our washer on there, put our bracket on there. Should go that way. Put our washer on there, put our nut on there, put our little rubber grommet on there, put our little rubber grommet on there, put our nut on there, put our little adapter on there, and find where our last nut went. Send it home. What's up? Welcome to the bottom of the car. This is where we're going to try and get this thing bolted up at. I'm trying to remember how this thing went. I think the little spacers went on top. I only had to guess. Should it go like so? Or should it go like that? Judging by the bolts, looks like it goes in the back position. Just like that. So I opened up a second location for all your automotive needs. Actually, I just got kind of tired of running down the shop every time I needed a tool. They have this thing on sale for a good price, so I figured why not. Well, up on the top side, looks like it might have a little bit too much, which isn't good because this is the shortest cable I could find. So we'll see if we can kind of push that down a little bit and get it in there and hopefully not have it in a bind. So I don't think it's quite run the way it's supposed to be run, but it should work. And honestly, I couldn't run it the other way because then it'd be too long up here, so it's going to have to work. That totally did not work. Might have to find another bolt. Leave a little C. There we go. Now it should work. Had to move a little grommet out of the way. Much better. There we go. That moves good. Fits right there. We're looking good so far. So there's that moment you might be asking yourself, where did I put that C-clip that holds that shifter cable in a year ago? Well, probably right where I left it. Threw it out in the yard of Chad's house when I was trying to get this thing geared, loaded on the trailer, and found out the shifter cable was broke, and I was in sheer anger. So, good thing Harbor Freight makes kits for that. So I don't know how good that'll come over on the camera, but she's in a little bit of a bind. It does still work, but I think what I'm going to do is try and run it onto that cross member as much as I hate to. I just see it prematurely wearing itself out. So that right there is a lot better, believe it or not. A lot less pressure, and actually hugs this pretty good, so I'm kind of happy with that. Decent ways away from the exhaust. So now we just got to do the same as before, but with 2 minus steps. Washer. Check. Nut. Check. Grommet. Wrong grommet. Right grommet. Other grommet. There's a nut rolling around here somewhere. Little adapter piece. And our final nut. If I can pick it up. And we need to go forward a little bit. So that's okay. And we went forward too far. Booyah, just like that. Right through its paces. Maybe put a cotter key in there first. Or cotter pin. Run through its paces and see if it works. So, went down to the shop, got some thread locker. Now everything's adjusted right. Figured I put some thread locker on them bolts, keep them from backing off under high extreme horsepower. And my cotter keys up here, so that's cool. An adjustable wrench in the house, going in the toolbox now. So we're gonna tighten this stuff up, and we'll go up top, finish that up. So now we're ready to come up top. Remember that little C-clip I was talking about? Yeah, it's down in the shop. So I guess I'll get to make another trip down there. Awesome. Totally found my E-clips. They were in a place that would be really easy to find. Too bad they weren't really easy to find. Totally forgot where I put them. Not like I use these things every day. So that was kind of a bummer. But we found them, so that's all that matters. Now to find the right size. And I think I nailed it. First try. You guys seen it? think that might work. I could be wrong, but then again, I may be right. Yeah, I think we're good. Cool. Got it all in. Seems to be working like it should. However how it works. There's drive, ready to roll. That's first gear. Bam, bam, bam. There's drive, yeah. Yeah, push that up. Put it neutral. Reverse. Park. Works. Just still got to test drive it. Well, would you looky there? Bet you can't guess what that is. Look at that nice new shiny thing. Totally didn't think it'd come with a lock nut and a gasket. So I bought one, because I figured once it come time to put this in, it wouldn't have one, and it'd stop me in my tracks. Of course it came with one. Well, finally got the lock ring in there. About after a good 20 minutes of fighting it and busting my elbow up on the filler neck. I know it's not raining. That was all sweat. It's hot. And of course, as luck would have it, I have no idea where the fuel sending unit wire is, so it's getting thrown in there without it. It'll just be like the old days. So you might have seen me struggling with that bolt there. Yeah, it wasn't long enough. Of course I didn't have any longer ones, so I just got a piece of all thread. It almost wasn't long enough also, but it's in there. And as far as the gas tank straps go, I was going to get new ones. Before I got the tank, they had offered stainless ones. I was totally going to get those. I just wasn't ready to get them at the time. And as soon as I wanted to get them, they don't offer them anymore. And over on this side, I got just enough room to put my electric fuel pump in between those two. I was really wanting to put a filter in there, but I don't think it'll have enough room. But then I started thinking about the fuel prices and how much fuel it's going to take to get to the front of this car, and I might hold off just for a little bit. Come on, baby. Haven't quite messed with the fuel. Well, there you have it. Nova's one step closer to being drivable. I at least move it around the yard now, so that's pretty sweet. So that's all we're going to do for today. Kind of struggling in the heat. It is super freaking hot. So I'm going to pretty much leave it here. Pick up on this thing another time. Few and far between times to work on it, so I kind of enjoy it while I can, even though it can be aggravating putting up a gas tank and putting the straps up by yourself. That sucks. It's not fun. But we did it. And now I got to hook up the lines, do some more work. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, take me a break for the rest of the day, and hopefully get back on it not too long. So if you watched all the video, I appreciate it. I know Nova videos don't do the best, don't really care. I still like working on it, still like making videos about it. So I'm gonna leave it here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.